Hey guys, my name is Escarla. Welcome back to my channel. This is my little crafty corner of the universe where I like to document my making. Mostly that revolves around knitting, spinning, crocheting, pretty much fiber arts related content. So if you're into that, definitely subscribe to the channel. This video covers Clue 4 of Stephen West's Mystery Knit-Along Shawl for 2024 called Go Dynamo. And this is the final clue. So I'll pass you on over to past Escarla on Clue release day, and I can't wait for you to see the finished shawl. Hi, so it is Thursday night. It is Clue 4's release day. I haven't had a chance to get to it yet until now. So it's 11:49 p.m., so technically it's almost Friday. But I'm really excited to see where Clue 4 is going. As you guys probably already saw in the last video, Clue 3 was not my favorite. It was a lot of repetition and it was just really mind-numbing, and yeah. Regarding yarn, I have quite a bit left. I know this week involves the mohair dare, so I have quite a bit of that left and I'm excited to use this up. I also have two full, well, one of each skeins of my yarn. These are 50-gram skeins, so they are a little bit smaller. I know a lot of Stephen's yarns that he was selling were 100 grams each. So we do have one of each left for my 50-gram skeins. And then in terms of what's already wound, this is how much contrast color I have. My main color's in the other room, so I'm not gonna bother getting that, but it's just a little bit less than this. So we still have a lot of yarn left. You saw the shawl in the last video too, so as of right now the shawl looks very, very wide and it's still quite narrow. It's giving me scarf vibes, so I'm eager to see what Clue 4 is all about. I haven't watched anything yet, so you're gonna get my honest reaction to everything. So let's get into it and see what Stephen has concocted for us. Okay, let's get into it.
If you want to incorporate a little bit of mohair into your final Clue 4, we're going to pick up some stitches, and there's a stitch called the tiny bobbles stitch. And then if you just do that last section, we're going to do some slip stitches and tiny bobbles. That could be the end of your shawl, and you could finish your shawl and have a smaller version, or continue to the wavy border.
Okay, so that's great. We have two options. We have the tiny bobbles, and he said we can keep knitting to do the wavy border. Now it looks like we're picking up at the top, which is what I predicted. So that is interesting.
For this section, I'm going to do another mohair dare. So I'm going to use a similar mohair color to my contrast color.
Okay, so for the most part, I haven't been spoiling anything for myself, but I think I am going to fast forward to see what this looks like, to see what direction I want to go in. At this point, this is the last clue. And yeah, I just want to make sure I use my yarn wisely, because I did have the idea of maybe using this yarn to make like a hat or like something that will match the shawl so that I could wear them together. So I don't mind keeping these two skeins and just working with what I have wound. So let's see. I'm gonna just fast forward here. Oh my god, I feel so naughty. Fast forwarding. Yeah, I think I'm just, ooh. That's pretty. Okay. So let's check this out. Let's go to the completed tiny bobbles.
These are the completed tiny bobbles.
Oh, they're so cute.
After repeating the tiny bobbles pattern repeat. So these are rows 22. Row 22 is completed with 3 tiny bobbles stripes.
I love it.
And I have my mohair dare together with my contrast color.
I do think I'm going to hold it with the contrast color as well, because it'll match my brioche and it'll pop more. I think if you just use the mohair alone, it'll be harder to see. Okay, so then we have slip stitch triangles. Let's see what that looks like.
This is what section 9 is looking like with the tiny bobbles and those slip stitches, stitch triangles.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about the slip stitch triangles and garter section. I don't know. I love, love, love the baubles. I think they're so cute. They're very precious. But I don't know how I feel about, like, this. I don't know, guys. So we're working off the top of the shawl, or where we started. And it looks like we're decreasing, which is nice, so it'll be less... Ooh, ooh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I like it. I think... I'm not I think it's beautiful, but I don't know about this section as much. I'm not loving it as much as I love the rest.
There, with the coordinating...
Okay, it's growing on me. I think it's really pretty. I love that we're decreasing, so it'll go by maybe faster, but this is going to be a lot of knitting anyway.
Rouge to the edge of your shawl, maybe a little tassel at the point.
I do really like the wavy border. I think it really ties in the original, like, semicircles that we made. But I don't want to knit all of that. Ooh, but it's so pretty. I don't know. So many decisions. I'm going to have to see what I'm going to do. We're definitely going to start off with the top part.
Of each main color, short row wedges that you saw from our other knitters. So on my mohair
Oh, wow, look at that.
Here is that finished shawl. I just got to weave in a few more ends.
It's really pretty. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, so we just watched the whole video. Well, I fast forwarded to the end of certain sections and I'm literally blown away, you guys. It's so stunning. I'm so excited. I think seeing the finished result, which I haven't done for the past clues, is going to motivate me to push through because there is still a lot of knitting to do. I love that we're going to be decreasing up at the top, so that'll hopefully go by a little bit quicker. But you guys, I really like the wavy border at the bottom, but that's going to mean that I'm going to be knitting for freaking ever. So I don't know if I'll be able to do all of that knitting in 1 week, but I think I can definitely do that top part, and then maybe I'll think about the wavy section once we complete that and see if I want to actually deal with that. So I'm really excited. You know, doing these mystery knit-alongs are always challenging because you're putting all of your faith into Steven's hands and you're hoping that whatever you're making is something you're going to end up loving. And it's a lot of knitting without knowing what the final result is going to be. So I am just over the moon that I'm actually really excited about the finished product. I think it's a beautiful shawl and I can't wait to wear it. So I think I'm actually going to get started knitting now. It's pretty late, it's midnight, but I can at least get started on picking up stitches. And I have my cozy little tea here. I've been drinking this tea that's incredible. I've been having it like every night and it's like the best fall tea in my opinion right now. And it's called hot apple cider, I believe, from the Republic of Teas. I'll put a little clip here so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's so good. I like to make a really big cup, so I use like 3 tea bags for this and then a huge dollop of honey, and it's so yummy. Highly recommend. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get started knitting, and I hope this video will be a little bit different because you guys got to see what the final result is, but hopefully you'll stick around for the journey anyways. So yeah, let's get to it. I've picked up all the stitches at the top. There's 219 of them. So it's not so bad. And then at this point, we're going to start decreasing. So hopefully this part of the clue doesn't take too long. But here we go. Whee! Hi guys, it's Saturday evening. It's already like 7-ish p.m. It's super dark outside already, and daylight savings is in like a week. So I'm really sad that we're gonna start having darker days now, because it's the one thing I don't like about winter. Like, can we please not make daylight savings a thing anymore? It's really annoying. But I want to update you. So yesterday, I didn't really film yesterday because I just wanted to focus on getting as much knitting as I could done. But as you can see, I got the, is this called the bobble section? I don't remember. I'll put it on the screen because I don't have the pattern in front of me right now. But I really love this effect. It's actually very easy to do, and I feel like it would look really fun incorporated in other patterns. It's a really cute detail, and it kind of reminds me of just like squiggles. So I managed to knit that. Honestly, the knitting is going by pretty fast up here because it's decreasing and you're only working around 200-ish stitches. So I am enjoying knitting the top of this shawl. So the next section I'm going to do is like the slip stitch triangle effect. But yeah, so far I'm having a lot of fun with this section. I'm hoping to get a few hours of knitting done tonight and see how far we get. Maybe I can work through the entire slip stitch section, and that would make me pretty happy. But yeah, it's been a pretty busy day. I woke up super late. I woke up at like noon. I tried to get as much sleep as I can as a newborn breastfeeding mother. But we were able to go to the park and have a nice walk. And now we're just gonna go to Target, pick up a few things. I have to give the baby a bath. And I honestly need to tidy my house. It's been hard to like do this little series here and also keep my home afloat because it's a lot. Hello, it is Tuesday, and I know I haven't checked in a few days, but I really just wanted to get this finished, and it's been really hard managing like life and finishing the shawl and filming. So I decided to take a couple days to finish working on the shawl, and you guys, here it is. Woo! I finished. I'm so happy. I'm really glad to be finished, but I don't think I'm actually finished. So basically, I did all of the top section, as you can see, but I didn't do the optional border at the bottom, which I do think I want to do. So it is quite a bit of knitting. It's basically an additional bottom section that's really pretty and wavy, and I think that would be a great way for me to use up the rest of my yarn. But I don't want to work on that right now. So I've technically officially finished the shawl. Here's the back. So you can see I have a lot of ends to weave in still, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, officially the shawl is finished, but I am going to do the optional border. That's just not going to happen in this video because it's quite a bit of knitting and I definitely won't finish on time. So we'll leave that for a future video. I'll show you guys in the future what the shawl looks like with that border. But this is the official shawl. Go Dynamo 2024 Mystery Knit-Along complete. Ah! So I'll give you guys some better shots at the end of the video here, but yeah, there it is. I forget what this section is called in the pattern, but I really like that effect. It has a really fun squiggly look, and I like how much it pops with the mohair. I'm really glad I was able to incorporate quite a bit of mohair because it did feel a little bit random with the brioche down here. So I think that looks really good. Then there's this really fun and geometric slip stitch detail that looks really cool at a distance. At first I didn't love how it looked, but now that I've knitted up, it's a really cool effect. I do have to say that I need to like block this baby out quite well because there's quite a bit of puckering happening in the semicircle section, as you can see. And then there is quite a bit of puckering here. There are parts where you just like decrease really quickly. So I think that's what's causing the puckering. So once I block this out, that should go away. And there's also a little bit of like folding over happening down here at the triangle section, the border. So again, with blocking, that will ease itself out, but I'll show you guys just at glance. I'll just show you what it looks like on. So here it is. Here's the back. I really love it. I think it'll look quite fun, like draped over like this. But as of right now, as you can see, I feel like it doesn't feel big enough to stay this way. Like I would have to use a pin or something to hold it in place. So yeah, we'll explore some styling later on. Maybe when I show you guys the final border, I'll do a clip of me styling it in different ways because it is quite lively, very geometric, very Stephen West. To be honest, my personal style isn't as bold and vivacious as a lot of Stephen West's designs, but I feel like when you use these kind of more muted, less contrasty tones, you're able to create something that's really intricate and beautiful, but still have it be very wearable. I do feel like this top section is very loud with the geometric pieces, but overall, I'm very pleased. I had a lot of fun knitting this up. It's really nice that I got to knit this and keep up with it during my maternity leave because this is going to really remind me of my baby's early days and me kind of struggling to get this done on time. So there will be a lot of memories tied to this piece. Editing Escarla here. So I wanted to add that one of my favorite things about doing one of Stephen West's mystery knit-alongs is obviously the surprise aspect of it, but the fact that your skill levels are challenged and you're able to create something that's so complex looking that the past you would have been like, I could never possibly make this. And it's just such a great feeling to make something and to look at it and be like, whoa, I made this. Like I remember when I first learned how to knit, for years and years and years, all I knit was like scarves and pretty much scarves. I was very afraid to venture out and trust my skill set to do anything else. And to have gotten to the point where I can make something like a Stephen West shawl and feel that sense of accomplishment, it's just kind of mind-blowing to me. And like for whoever's watching this video and is thinking that they could never knit something like this, like you totally can. It really is doable. There's so much support, and actually having the video companions to all of the clues are extremely helpful because you're actually able to see how to do each thing. So I wouldn't feel too intimidated by it. It's totally doable and you'll be so proud of yourself at the end of it. But I wanted to add that because I just remember for so long I was afraid to even make a hat because I didn't think I had the skill set to do so. And I also just felt like I had to be at a certain skill set to knit one of Stephen's patterns, but really they just look complicated. They really aren't that complicated. So I hope that encourages you to give it a shot. And I just think that Stephen West is a genius. He really is a pioneer in the knitting world, and I think the excitement that he's able to create in the community is so incredible. And yeah, I'm done gushing. I just wanted to add that in because I feel like I didn't properly or eloquently deliver my proper feelings towards this finished object, and I'm very proud of it and I can't wait to wear it. I also want to add, it's giving like Mayan, Incan kind of native vibes with the geometric design of it, and I really like that. So anyway, I gotta go back to editing. Bye. But yeah, I'm gonna weave in all these ends and then I'll do a nice kind of further away shot of the finished shawl so you can see it in its full glory. You can see the full wingspan, which I can't possibly show right now. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this process from start to finish. I know a lot of you were participating in the mystery knit-along, but I know a lot of you kind of just live vicariously through these videos. So I hope that you enjoyed that process. Let me know what you think of the finished shawl. I personally really loved Steven's orangey, yellowy shawl that he made. I feel like that works really well with this design. It gives it kind of like a sunny look. My shawl feels very moody and like darker, which I still love, but I feel like the design itself would really benefit from like a cheerful colorway. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But all in all, I just hope you enjoyed the process. I thank you guys so much for joining me through it. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel, like this video, leave a comment down below. And you can also find me on Instagram at Starseed Creations for more kind of day-to-day updates. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.